I have to thank Mr. Julius Malema, because if it hadn't been for his narratives, I was in danger of becoming totally irrelevant.
And that is Johann Rupert. He is a South African billionaire businessman who was born on June 1st, 1950. He is the eldest son of business tycoon Anton Rupert. Let's talk about his father for a second. After dropping out of medical school due to lack of funds, Anton Rupert earned a degree in chemistry from the University of Pretoria, where he lectured briefly. Anton Rupert was a South African business leader. He was known for his interest in conservation. He also worked to help Black people play a greater role in businesses in South Africa. Anthony Edward Rupert was born on October 4th, 1916, in Graaf Reinet, in what is now the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. In the 1940s, Rupert bought a struggling tobacco company for very little money. He renamed the company Rembrandt and built it into a big success. He eventually expanded it to include wine and luxury goods. The companies he controlled eventually did business in more than 30 countries. In 1987, he turned over many of his companies to his son Johann. Rupert was critical of the government's system of apartheid, which kept whites and people of color separate. He paid equal salaries to Black and white workers. He also set up an organization that lent money to small businesses. He died on January 18, 2006, in Stellenbosch, in the Western Cape Province. According to Forbes, Johann Rupert and family are worth a whopping $11.6 billion at the time of recording this video. Johann Rupert is chairman of Swiss luxury goods firm Compagnie Financière Richemont. This company is best known for the brands Cartier and Montblanc. As the chairman and largest shareholder of Richemont, the world's third largest luxury goods company, he has established himself as one of the most influential figures in the global luxury market. But how exactly did Johann Rupert amass such significant wealth and status? Let's delve deeper into this fascinating story of power and wealth. Johann Rupert grew up in Stellenbosch, South Africa, where he attended the University of Stellenbosch, studying economics and company law. After completing his studies, Rupert embarked on a career in investment banking in New York City. He worked for J.P. Morgan Chase at Manhattan for 2 years, followed by a tenure at Lazard for 3 years. His father, Anton Rupert, faced challenges in South Africa in the late 1980s with his company, the Rembrandt Group, which was one of the largest tobacco businesses in the world at the time. This is where Rupert made a strategic move into the luxury sector by suggesting a split of the Rembrandt Group into 2 distinct entities, one that would retain South African interests and focus on the tobacco business, and the other, a new holding company for international assets, would be based in Switzerland. This led to the creation of Compagnie Financière Richemont on August 16, 1988. Following its establishment, the company was listed on both the Swiss and Johannesburg stock exchanges, and Johann was instated as Richemont's CEO. Johann immediately started with a bold vision to create a conglomerate that would house some of the world's most prestigious luxury brands. This vision was underpinned by a strategy to acquire companies that had a rich heritage and a strong brand, a strategy similar to that executed by Bernard Arnault with LVMH. In the late 1980s, Rupert took over from his father as chairman of Rembrandt. One of his first big moves was spinning off Rembrandt's European assets and forming the Swiss luxury goods conglomerate, Richemont. The company owns stakes in such well-known brands as Van Cleef and Arpels, Azzedine Alaïa, and Piaget. Rupert's vision for Richemont involved acquiring established luxury brands with a rich heritage. Significant acquisitions included Cartier in 1993, Vacheron Constantin in 1996, and Van Cleef and Arpels in 1999. During the 2000s, Richemont expanded to include brands like IWC Schaffhausen, Hackett London, and Roger Dubuis. laying the foundation for what Richemont is today, the third largest luxury company in the world by both market value and revenue. Rupert's successful strategy in the luxury market significantly increased his wealth, leading to a net worth of $11.6 billion as of 2024, making him the second wealthiest person in Africa. Now, we can't talk about Johann Rupert without showing all the companies that he has a stake in. He literally owns everything and controls just about everything. And that's what we have for you for this video. Johann Rupert's journey from a young boy born into wealth to becoming one of the most globally influential individuals in the luxury landscape is a testament to his commitment to a bold vision. Arguably, the most crucial turning point in his career was the decision to restructure the Rembrandt Group, establish Richemont, and thereby embark on an aggressive acquisition journey of some of the most well-known brands on the planet. His story is not just one of business success, but also offers profound entrepreneurial lessons on risk-taking, global expansion, and the importance of diversification.